everybody, welcome back to GS Story Time. Today, we'll be reading Spookley and the Pumpkin Jamboree. I'm sure you've heard of the first one, Spookley the Square Pumpkin. Today we'll be reading the second book of it, so hope you enjoy. Spookley and the Pumpkin Jamboree by Joe Trino. Scholastic. Spookley and the Pumpkin Jamboree by Joe Trino. Spookley the Square Pumpkin is excited as can be because today is the very first Pumpkin Jamboree. Pumpkins from patches far and near will celebrate Halloween in his patch this year. Spookley wanted everything to be just right, so he and his friends had stayed up all night. They practiced bouncing, rolling, and glowing brighter than bright because every pumpkin that grows knows a pumpkin that shines on Halloween night is a trick-or-treater's favorite sight. It lights the way from door to door to treats and sweets and so much more. Spookley waits in the patch for the pumpkins to arrive. Oh, and when they do, oh, what a surprise! There are silly clown pumpkins clowning around and prince and princess pumpkins wearing tiaras and crowns. There are sporty sport pumpkins playing a very strange game. So many different groups, and not one is the same. But just when Spookley thinks everyone is there, the last group arrives and gives them a scare. They're big, they're creepy, their looks give a fright. The other pumpkins worry they'll ruin the whole night. Not Spookley. Spookley knew. You shouldn't be afraid of someone because they don't look like you. He says to the biggest, scariest one, "Welcome to the patch. Do you like to have fun?" "I do," says the big pumpkin. "I like playing games." Spookley smiles and says, "I'm so glad you came." And before you could count 1, 2, 3, that big scary pumpkin is as happy as can be. He is kind and gentle, friendly and sweet, the nicest pumpkin you could ever meet. Spookley tells the big pumpkin, "Come on, follow me. It's time to start the jamboree." And that's when the real trouble begins. The problem? The pumpkins can't agree on what the jamboree should be. Each group wants to celebrate their way and won't listen to what the others have to say. So, sports people are fighting with the, princess. Clowns are fighting with the princesses. They quarrel and quibble about which way is best. Each group is sure their way is better than the rest. The king is fighting with one of the sports people. The clown is fighting with the referee. And these guys are just sitting there. So when a clown tells the prince, "I won't celebrate with you," the prince declares, "Good, because I don't want you to." Then a sporty sport says, "We're leaving, we're through," to a princess who proclaims, "We're leaving too." Spookley feels sad. He wants them to say he's sure they can all have fun celebrating all different ways. He has to do something right now really fast, or this Pumpkin Jamboree will be the first and the last. Spookley thinks, "Wait, I know something that might end this fight. The one thing we all do on Halloween night." So Spookley starts glow, and the glow he's glowing starts growing and growing. It got super big. The pumpkins gasp and stop in their tracks. They turn to see Spookley and start to come back. His square orange light reminds them all their problem isn't big and their differences are small. It's time to stop this silly fight. Doesn't matter who's wrong, doesn't matter who's right. It's time to do what they do on Halloween night and be every trick-or-treater's guiding light. They gather around Spookley and begin glowing too. Some red, some yellow, some orange, some blue. There are so many colors, so many wonderful hues that an unusual rainbow comes shining through. There are no rows in this rainbow, none whatsoever. All the different colors are mixed up together, and each one is beautiful and separate and apart. But when it blends with the others, it's a wonderful, colorful work of art. The pumpkins look at their rainbow, the most special one ever, and realize they can celebrate differently and still celebrate together. And that's just what they did. Later, when the children enter the patch, Spookley notices that none of their costumes match. The sound of the laughter the children are sharing is same no matter what costume they're wearing. There's a puppy, a fairy, and a pirate. And there's Spookley. Spookley's Jamboree was the first one ever, and the pumpkins had fun celebrating together. They made lots of new friends and learned something too. What makes any holiday special is not the words that you say or the things that you do. It's everyone and anyone who celebrates with you. And just like Spookley and his friends at the Pumpkin Jamboree, you can be you, I can be me. And when we all shine together, even if we're different as can be, we make the most beautiful rainbow you will ever see. We hope you enjoyed Spookley and the Pumpkin Jamboree by Joe Trono. Have fun trick-or-treating. Bye!